Okay, final 2017 Winter 1, problem number 4. So for this one, I was kind of drawing a blank at first. I'm like, did we do this in class? Was it part of the module quiz? I couldn't really remember. Because I know, for one, we talked about gene sequencing. And how faster processing was because of better algorithms and hardware too, computer hardware. But I think they made the comparison that the pace of hardware improvements was slower than the pace of how much faster they could process a gene sequencing order and things like that. Two, I know we talked about breast cancer and how we could use gene editing and how machine learning and algorithms can attribute to that. So the reason why I'm writing all this, and it's not because it's going to help me. It's not going to answer the question, obviously, because they're not even going to look at it. It's not a long answer question. But for me, what happens is, if I come across this question where like I'm drawing a blank, it helps me to write out, like physically write out all I know about this particular topic, even if it doesn't directly answer the question, because it gets your mind going, gets your train of thought running, and it might trigger something or bring up something that could help you answer the question. In other words, for this one too, my first thought's like, okay, gene sequencing, better algorithm. Oh, so maybe that's what they're testing for. They're testing for the best algorithm. So I'm going to have to figure out the best algorithm to combine these DNA sequences. So even if the learning objectives don't necessarily say, hey, put these DNA sequences together, they might have said, come up with an efficient algorithm. So again, it's not adequate just to look at the learning objective and just like, oh, I know how to do that, because they will maybe ask you questions that address the learning objectives but in a roundabout way, so you're not completely tested on rote memorization but more on your problem solving skills. Okay, so if that's the goal of this, find the best algorithm, then I'm assuming that they want to combine these DNA sequences 1, 2, 3, 4 into the shortest one. So my first thought, if they want the shortest, is A. So let's look here. Let's just draw this out a little bit. T, C, C, G, A, C, G, T, T, A. Okay. So I'm assuming that we have to combine all these, so they're going to overlap. So the first one, GTTD, GTTAA, there we go, that's one. AACGT, that's two. TCG, okay, three. Look at this last one, G. Okay, actually, that's right here. Bingo bango. That's it. So right at this point, I'm going to say that A is the right answer, but let's look at the other ones. So this one has number 1, and then let's see, AACGT. AACGT. Okay. We got that. That's 2. TC. Okay, that's there. That's 3. And then G. Okay, so this one has all of the sequences, but it's longer, so maybe it's our second best choice. And then at this point, let's look here. GT, yeah, has the first one. Does it have the second one? Yeah, has the second one. Has the third one? Yes, it has the third one. What about the last one? It does have the last one. So this one, they both have the right amount of sequences, but A is still the best answer because it's the shortest one. So yeah, that's how I did that question.